Fox Sports.
We are Blackmore. We are Southwest.
Your Rangers have recaptured their home mojo. Since the end of May, they've won 3 straight series at Globe Life Park, going 7-3. One guy who's thrived here is Fort Worth native Yovani Gallardo. With a home ERA of .265, Gallardo is just one reason the Rangers have rediscovered their home field advantage. Tonight, they welcome the National League West leading Los Angeles Dodgers to Arlington for the first game of a quick 2-game set. Baseball is presented by AT&T Ubers TV. Well, it is a warm and muggy night here at Globe Life Park on this Monday. The Los Angeles Dodgers in town for a quick 2-game series. They take on your Texas Rangers. And welcome in, everyone. Along with Tom Green, Steve Busby. Glad you could join us on this Monday night. Ranger baseball coming up for you, and they are playing one of the hottest teams in all of baseball, Tom, the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Well, the Dodgers have the second best record in all of baseball. They have the largest payroll in all of baseball. They have a lot of stars on their team, both offensively and in the pitching department. You look at some of the numbers that they've had this year. They lead the National League West, second best record. They lead in home runs. They're second in the major leagues only to Houston. They get on base a lot. They don't steal a lot of bases, but they score a lot of runs. They also pitch very well. The third best team ERA in the National League. And if you're a hitter, they can strike you out almost a strikeout per inning. So they pitch well, they hit well, they've got one of the best records in baseball. Real challenge tonight for the boys.
That it is. And the Rangers have a guy that's pretty familiar with him. Yovani Gallardo will get the start tonight. He'll harken back to his National League days in the first game of this 2-game series. Starting lineup for the first pitch coming up right after this. Baseball on Fox Sports Southwest is brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Visit your Texas Ford dealer now for great deals on America's best-selling brand. Ford is the best in Texas. By by AT&T UVerse TV. UVerse has more live TV channels on the go than cable. By Budweiser. Make a plan to make it home. And by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Well, a breezy and muggy night out here at Globe Life Park. Getting set for the first of 2 against the Dodgers. And before we get things underway, let's send it down to Emily Jones. Em?
Well, Buzz, you and Tom talked about it. This one has a bit of a unique feel. The 4-game home-and-home series, and add to that it's interleague play. But Mitch Moreland says we'll really take on that field till we head to L.A.
Maybe not these two, just because it's they're going to have the DH. It's going to be played like an American League game, but it's a little different when we get there. As far as trying to stay in the game, maybe pinch hitting a little bit later. Trying to play the numbers part of it, but it's when you're at home, it's not too much different though.
Still a bit of a unique feel, though, with the fact that these two teams haven't played in so long, so a lot of these players have never seen each other, of course, with the exception, as you guys mentioned, of Yovani Gallardo, who is quite familiar with this Dodgers lineup, guys.
All right, Emmy, thank you. And a quick reminder to all you folks, in tonight's game, we are participating in the Home Run Challenge, and every Ranger home run that's hit tonight raises $12,000 for prostate cancer research. And you can make a pledge by going online to homerunchallenge.org. And now Tom's going to tell you about the Amica Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup.
The Dodgers start off with rookie phenom Jock Peterson. He'll play center field. Yasiel Puig is the right fielder. The DH is Adrian Gonzalez, and the second baseman is Howie Kendrick. Justin Turner is the first baseman. Andre Ethier is the left fielder. Yasmani Grandal is the catcher. Jimmy Rollins is the shortstop, and batting ninth, the third baseman, Alberto Callaspo.
And that lineup is one that will face the veteran right-hander, the 29-year-old from the Texas Rangers. Our progressive scouting report for Yovani Gallardo. He needs to summon up some of those good feelings he had pitching against the Dodgers. Last time he faced them was last year, and he beat Clayton Kershaw and the Dodgers with 8 solid innings. Consistent after the first inning, the last 3 ball games, needs to find a way to get through the first with a little bit less difficulty. And the first pitch of the night to Jock Peterson is a bit high for ball 1. Peterson, well, you'd say we had 248. That's not very good for a leadoff man. How about 17 home runs? He's going to ground out here to Elvis Andrus to start things off. We'll tell you more about Jock Peterson. We'll get to know the Dodgers pretty well over the course of the next 4 nights. And let's take a look at the rest of the Ranger defense tonight. It's delivered to you by Fred Loya Insurance. Outfield this evening, a little wrinkle put in there with the absence of Delano DeShields. Joey Gallo, the start in left field. Leonis Martin in center. Shin-Soo Choo is in right. Moreland at first. Ruden Odor back in the lineup at second base. Elvis Andrus at short. Andrew Alberto at third. And Robinson Chirinos is catching. And, boy, you talk about a tough assignment. Joey Gallo had not played left field at the big league level. Only 6 times this year had Gallo played in the outfield. That was all in Double-A Frisco. And to come into this ballpark, the first inning, he's staring right into that sun.
Yeah, it doesn't get any worse than that. And we saw it in yesterday's ball game, or maybe it was the day before with Delano out there. When that sun sets, it's directly in your eyes. You hope it's a very high fly. And what you really hope is it goes to right field instead of left field, so you don't have to worry about it in the first inning.
Yasiel Puig hitting at .357. You can see it. Joey Gallo trying to figure out what to do. He took his sunglasses off. Said, no, those aren't going to help any. It doesn't cut down the brightness of the sun at all. I'll just use my glove to shade my eyes. Puig, 3 home runs and 8 driven in. And he couldn't check his swing on that slider from Yovani Gallardo. It's 1-2. Jim Joyce, by the way, calling the balls and strikes tonight. Gallardo to the line, the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Puig missed the better part of 6 weeks with a hamstring issue. He was on the disabled list, and well, he is a key component of this Dodger offense and defense. He is Don Mattingly ecstatic about being able to pencil his name back in the order. Just barely gets a piece of that. And it remains 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Yovani, to the first 2 hitters, done a nice job of getting a fastball in. He jammed Peterson That little dribbler to shortstop, and a couple of these pitches to Puig have been right in on his fists. He's fouled them off, but they haven't touched a good part of the bat. He swung a couple of those pitches in and off the plate. They've got a couple of strikes right now and hadn't thrown a ball in the strike zone yet.
Another 2-2 from the right-hander. Off the end of the bat, foul back. Well, you've heard about the Rangers starting pitching, what it's done lately. 10 consecutive quality starts by the rotation. And part of that, Tom, I see what you think about it. I see more guys pitching inside effectively, getting more jam shots than we had earlier in the year.
I do too. I do too. He started at the beginning of the season. Nick Martinez had a couple of games like that. And he was, I won't say the only one, but he was probably the one guy doing it consistently early in the year. And as time has gone by, I think the rest of them have chimed in too. A lot of other ways they can get people out, but that certainly is a good step in the right direction to set up all the other pitches.
And you saw Colby Lewis there, and he certainly is one of the best at doing that, and certainly more lately, it seems like. Another 2-2 pitch coming to Puig. The count has now gone full. Now Puig hitting second in the order, trying to get aboard in front of the DH. That's Adrian Gonzalez. Don Mattingly asked about yesterday about who he would DH. He said, I haven't thought that far ahead, but what I like to do with the DH is try to get a couple of the everyday regulars off their feet for half a ball game. Now the payoff pitch. Batting swing. Up a little bit. And Puig swinging through it for strikeout number 1.
And that at bat, Giovanni got Puig to chase a number of balls out of the strike zone. He fouled them all off until this one. That looked like a high cut fastball that Puig couldn't make any contact with, or if he did, might have ticked it right into the glove. Tough to tell. Right at the top of the strike zone.
Puig now 1 for 5 against Giovanni Gallardo, and here's a guy coming to the plate now, Adrian Gonzalez, who has 18 at bats against Giovanni. Going after that first pitch, it is 0-1. Gonzalez, 5 hits in those 18 times at the plate. That's a .278 average. A home run and 4 RBI. On the season, Gonzalez a .313 hitter. 11 home runs, 43 runs driven in for last year's RBI champ. Out of play, 0-2 very quickly. Rangers in an extreme overshift with Adrian Gonzalez up there. One advantage of having Hanser Alberto play third base for you is when you go into an overshift, you have another shortstop over there.
That's a good point.
Hanser, of course, a shortstop by trade throughout his minor league career. In the dirt, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gonzalez is one of those guys that, and I guess there's a lot of hitters like that pull the ball on the ground, yet they shade him the opposite way in the outfield. Martin is over in left center field.
Now the 1-2. Well, he got him on the fist there. Odor waits for the bounce, throws, and gets it. Well, a nice inning by Giovanni Gallardo. No trouble in the first, a strikeout and a couple of grounders. Half an inning in the books. Dodgers nothing. Rangers coming up. Rangers Southwest Airlines starting lineup.
Well, without Delino DeShields, the lineup changes significantly. Shin-Soo Choo will move to the leadoff spot. Joey Gallo in left field tonight moves up to the second spot. Prince Fielder hits third, Mitch Moreland fourth, Elvis Andrus at shortstop will bat fifth. Rougned Odor back in the big leagues will play second base and bat sixth. Leonis Martin is in center field. Robinson Chirinos is the catcher, and the third baseman batting ninth is Hanser Alberto.
Well, the Ranger lineup now facing Carlos Frias, the tall, angular right-hander, and Shin-Soo Choo chops the first pitch foul for strike one. Frias 4-3 with a 386 in 10 games, 8 starts this year. Basic pitcher with fastball slider. They're both above average slightly. Consistency from inning to inning has been a little bit of a problem from time to time, so the Rangers would be well advised to try and make him throw a few strikes early. And for the Rangers to should be able to use that to their advantage here tonight, that he has not faced any Ranger hitters. So it always goes to the pitcher first time around if he uses that advantage. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Shin-Soo. Choo hitting at .243, 8 home runs and 32 driven in. And on base percentage at .332, and that's the part of that line that Shin-Soo is really not happy with. So he should be getting on base, as far as he's concerned, quite a bit more frequently. Up the middle, behind second, Rollins can't get it into center field, and Choo is aboard to start things.
Well, the first changeup that Frias threw, Choo was fooled. He missed it. That was a changeup, and he stayed with it. Hit it solidly on the ground. Rollins slid for it, came up short, and it goes for a base hit. Maybe if you go back to Jimmy Rollins in his heyday, that might have been a pretty easy play for him, but he's played for a long time now. Range might not be what it used to be.
You know, and Tom, that's one thing we might keep an eye on in this 4 games against the Dodgers. Both Kendrick and Rollins with a line drive into the glove of a leaping Howie Kendrick. And Gallo is a hard out on the first pitch.
That's the second ball he's hit like that in 2 days. He hit one against the Twins yesterday. He also hit a line shot at the right fielder. So in his last 3, 4, 5 at bats, he's been out on 3 solidly hit line drives to the right side.
And you can't hit it much harder than that. Boy, a full extension on the leap by Howie Kendrick. But what I was going to say, Tom, with Howie Kendrick and Jimmy Rollins up the middle, I think both of them has lost maybe a step or two on their range factor. They're both still very solid infielders. We might look for that to come into play in this series. See how much range they actually have left.
And it definitely had a little bit to do with that ball that Choo hit up the middle.
Yep. Prince Fielder up there now. Fielder at .343. That still tops in the American League. 10 home runs, 44 RBI. Prince has been struggling a little bit of late. Well, if you say 260 is struggling, for most people it's not. But considering where Prince started, it's a little bit of a struggle for him. Last 16 ball games, just .254, and he's got Shin-Soo Choo over there at first and 1 out. Frias, a calling card for Choo. Fielder, though, if you go back over the longer streak, and this takes you back just about a month, 31 ball games, he has hit .352 with 8 home runs and 29 RBI. Second still in the major leagues with hits. He has 84 of them. Chopper to Kendrick. To the third baseman for 1. Back to first in time for the double play. That was Cayaspo, the third baseman, taking the throw at second. So it goes 4-5-3. The double play, and the Rangers are gone. No runs a hit, nobody left. No score after 1. Giovanni Gallardo had in the first inning his last time out. He wasn't alone. 4 of the 5 members of the Ranger rotation had the same problem. Giovanni threw 30 in the first inning at Oakland, rebounded nicely to be able to work 7 innings in that ball game with 110. Chichi Gonzalez thought, well, maybe I'll try that. He did. 23 pitches in the first, 105 pitches in 7 innings. And then it goes down to Wandy Rodriguez. Colby Lewis, the only one of the 5 that didn't really have a struggle last time through the rotation in the first inning. Colby had 9 total pitches and ended up throwing 7 before the rain stopped the ball game, got him out of there. And Giovanni Gallardo much better tonight. 15 pitches is all in the first inning. Howie Kendrick hits a shot, but Rougned Odor, the second baseman, his first chance. The second chance, gobbles it up, and that is out number 1. Before Justin Turner steps in, let's check in with Jim Knox.
All right, appreciate it, Buzz. It is Korean night here at Globe Life Park, and a special guest, Master Kim. He is the president of the Taekwondo Association of Texas. They've been putting on displays all around Globe Life Park. Let's see someone break a couple boards. Girls, let's give it a shot, okay?
Send it. Let's side kick. Ready?
Kick. Here we
Say,
go.
ha!
Nice, okay. One more, quickly. Another quit. There we
Next
go.
kick. Go. Ha!
Oh, don't want to mess with those girls. Give me one, Master Kim. I'm feeling it right here. Ready? How about a headbutt? Ah! Huh? Oh, wow. Dizzy now, Master Kim. Oh, I appreciate that. You guys enjoy the game. Wow. Yes.
Oh, Jim Knox crazy.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. Trying to knock some sense into him.
Boy, Knoxy. Knoxy will give it a shot. If they're dancing, he'll dance. If it's martial arts, he'll give it a little martial arts.
Were his eyes crossed when he first looked back at us?
I think he's got a lump on his head, though.
Now 1 out here in the second, and Justin Turner up there with the ball and a strike count. The lines one to right field. That is headed for the corner. Over to dig it out, Shin-Soo Choo. Turner cruising into second. A 1-out double has him aboard. Now Justin Turner, you can see why with that stroke. A 316 hitter prior to that hit, and his 10th double of the year.
And we saw him in spring training. This guy can hit. He's got a huge leg kick, but he times it extremely well. Last year for the Dodgers, he hit 340 and almost 300 at bats. He doesn't get a chance to play completely on a regular basis, but when he does, he can hit.
So Turner in scoring position. He is the first Dodger base runner against Giovanni Gallardo. Now Andre Ethier. Ethier and Gallardo have a pretty long history against each other. First pitch is on the inside corner. Ethier in his career 8 for 21. He has the most at bats of anybody on this Dodger team now. A 381 career average with a home run against Giovanni. The season, Ethier having a good bounce back year, a 291 average with 9 home runs. Gallardo checks Turner at second. 1 ball and 1 strike. A lot of folks thought Ethier would be the odd man out in the Dodger outfield, and that didn't come to pass. He's coming back from a season last year that saw him hit just 249 for LA. A little late swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Ethier and Matt Kemp and Carl Crawford all trying to vie for 2 open spots in the Dodger outfield. Of course, Kemp kind of made things easier when he was traded to San Diego. And then Puig had the right field spot sewn up. Carl Crawford got hurt. He's on the disabled list. So Ethier, an opportunity to play every day again. Another jam shot. Slow roller out to Odor. 2 outs with Turner moving on to third.
Yeah, when all those guys were there, Ethier was sitting on a huge multi-year contract for somewhere around $13 or $14 million a year, not even playing.
Earlier today, the Korean Heritage Night, the demonstration in Taekwondo, and boy, Tom, I didn't see you out there doing anything. I thought you would be.
That's That was out of my league when I was 18 years old. Look at those guys.
3 of them.
Those guys are athletes.
Yes,
boy.
they are. That they are. That's very impressive. 2 away. Here's Yasmani Grandal, the catcher that Dodgers got from San Diego as part of that Matt Kemp deal. Grandal adding some offensive pop to the catching situation in LA. With a .270 average, he has 7 home runs and 22 driven in. And Chirinos keeping that pitch from going to the backstop.
You're talking about the Matt Kemp trade, Buzz. Grandal was one of the players that came to the Dodgers in that deal. He was been traded twice. He was an early pick in the draft. He was a #1 draft choice, first pick by Cincinnati, the 12th pick in the draft in 2010. A highly touted young player. He's been traded twice in 2 significant trades.
Another check swing on the breaking ball. It's 2-1. Yeah, and you would think at a premium position like catching, it seems like nobody has enough catching to go around. It'd be strange for him to be traded twice, but he was kind of the linchpin on a couple of those deals.
Yeah, it wasn't like they gave him away. He was a key guy in those trades. Patient hitter, too. He's walked 27 times, got an on-base percentage of .381.
Little tapper out in front of home plate. Chirinos on to Moreland, and that'll do it. Nice job by Yovani Gallardo to work around the 1-out Justin Turner double. Dodgers strand their first runner after an inning and a half. We are scoreless in Arlington. Fox Sports Southwest is brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Visit your Texas Ford dealer now for great deals on America's best-selling brand. Ford is the best in Texas. At the bottom of the second inning, nice crowd on hand here on this Monday night at Globe Life Park. A warm, muggy, breezy evening. The wind whipping in from center field at a good 15 to 18 miles an hour. Mitch Moreland will start things off. It'll be the middle third of the Ranger order to face Carlos Frias. And the first pitch to Mitch is ball 1. Moreland at .308. He has a 9-game hitting streak. That's his second longest of his career, only to an 11-game streak that he had earlier this year. 8 home runs, 30 RBI. 1-0 pitch. 2-0. And again, none of the Ranger hitters have seen Carlos Frias, at least during the regular season. They may have had a glimpse of him in spring training. He's been with the Dodger organization since 2007. Signed as an 18-year-old. Mitch tops one down the first baseline, but it dribbles off into foul territory.
I've already seen several good changeups from Frias, and the 2-0 pitch was a changeup. Mitch was way out in front of it. He's feeling good that that ball went foul instead of dribbled in fair territory to the first baseman. When he saw the changeup, he was fooled by it, but all it is strike one.
Well, Mitch back in, planting that back foot right on the back line of that batter's box. Frias with the 2-1 pitch. Off speed, he got the inside corner. Mitch also has hit safely in 22 of his last 25 games. That's been at a very consistent .324 pace. Got him swinging. Here's that sharp slider from Carlos Frias, and that's his first strikeout of the night. One gone. Elvis Andrus coming up, and we'll take a look at the Dodgers defense tonight, presented by Steel. Ethier is in left field. Peterson in center. Puig is in right. Dustin Turner at first. Howie Kendrick and Jimmy Rollins patrol the middle. Alberto Callaspo at third. And Yasmani Grandal is the catcher. One out here in the Rangers second. Elvis Andrus, a .239 hitter. Batting fifth again this evening. And you folks are saying, what in the world is he doing hitting fifth? We're used to seeing Elvis either up at the first or second spot of the order or way down eighth or ninth. And ever since Adrian Beltre had to go on the disabled list, Jeff Bannister has tried to find a place to get Elvis to be most beneficial to the ball club, and he's settled on the fifth, maybe the sixth spot. And Elvis has responded pretty well, driving in some runs. He's on pace for a career best run total, or RBI total. Mid-60s is where Elvis has resided in two of his best years. He has 24, and we're just a little bit over a third of the way through the season. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Elvis, that modest 4-game hitting streak going. Takes outside. The count is full. So Elvis trying to get aboard with 1 out. He'll be followed by Rougned Odor. Good to see Rougned back in Major League. Boy, the reports have been great what he's been able to do at AAA when he went down there.
A string of 7 or 8 straight multiple hit ball games. His average up in the 350s, 360s. And I think the thing that Jeff Bannister was most concerned about and happiest to learn was that defensively things had really been going very well for him. Footwork, routine plays, all the things that a second baseman needs to do. He's been doing it down there. So went down with a great attitude, and here he is back in the big leagues.
And Elvis got tied up with that inside fastball, and he becomes the second strikeout for Carlos Frias. Now Odor will come up.
Frias has some pretty good stuff. Good movement on his fastball. He really tailed inside. Seen a good changeup and a hard slider. Pretty good stuff. Minor league career prior to this season, he had a .423 ERA in the minor leagues, but some of that was in Albuquerque, which is not the greatest place in the world to pitch, so you have to take it all with a grain of salt.
Yeah, the Dodgers really never settled on, or haven't settled on, whether they want him to be a starter or a reliever. He's kind of bounced back and forth. Odor chops one over the mound. Kendrick the backhand to throw that nearly in time. Rougned has a base hit in his return to the Rangers. Had a lot of support on the Ranger bench, too.
Maybe the first time up he would have hit that off the end of the bat, pulled it to the second baseman for an easy out. That time he stayed with it just a little bit better, hit it a little bit more toward the center of the field. It's nice to have success in your first at bat back.
So Odor on with a 2-out single. Now Leonis Martin, another hot Ranger hitter, steps to the plate. Leonis, a 3-game hitting streak. We've seen him go 4 for 10, but over a little bit longer streak, he has hit .377 in the last 15 ball games. Seen his batting average jump 45 points in that span. That fisted by Frias and fights it off foul to the left. In the month of June, Leonis with the best batting average of any of the Rangers. Team high 375 with 7 RBI. That's impressive for a guy that's been hitting in the 8th spot. Lines one. Kendrick, the backhand on to first, and well, Leonis hit it hard, but Kendrick able to turn it into an out. No runs a hit, 1 left. On to the 3rd we go. No score in Arlington. Interleague matchup. The first 25,000 fans at tomorrow night's game will receive an MLB Network tote bag. Visit TexasRangers.com or call 972-RANGERS to get your tickets for tomorrow night. Now the Dodgers coming to bat here in the top of the 3rd inning. Scoreless ball game. Jimmy Rollins, the number 8 hitter, will start things off. Alberto Callaspo and Jock Peterson to follow. Gallardo with his 30th pitch of the evening, and Rollins promptly bangs that into right field for a leadoff single.
Well, Rollins hitting 199. Didn't look like a 199 hitter on that swing. Former Ranger coach Dayton Lopes at first base for the Dodgers. Former Dodger great player and coaching in the big leagues now for a long time. Back with the Dodgers, where he came from.
Rollins, that short, quick swing that he has, he can still get the lumber on the baseball. Here's Alberto Callaspo, the veteran switch-hitting infielder. Takes ball 1. Callaspo hitting just .225, a home run and 9 driven in, but his versatility is something that the Dodgers really have exploited. And him moving all over the place, and being a switch hitter, they can plug him in off the bench in pinch hitting roles. Just off the outside corner. 2 balls and no strikes to Callaspo.
Gallardo has had about a 55% ground ball percentage, 7th in the American League. And these are the situations you're hoping to get a ground ball.
Rollins at first, 2-0 the count, and he will draw a throw from Gallardo. Yeah, and that's probably significantly different than what Giovanni Gallardo featured, maybe not last year, but the times prior to last year, as far as the ground ball ability that he has developed. He used to be pretty much a fly ball pitcher and a strikeout pitcher. Times before that he'd faced the Dodgers. That pitch is very high. 3 balls, no strikes. Well, Giovanni falling behind Alberto Callaspo. Rollins at first. Callaspo hitting ninth. Jock Peterson in the top of the order. Waits to be next. The 3-0 pitch is coming. Right down the middle. Ranger fans will remember Alberto Callaspo with Kansas City, with the Angels, Oakland. He bounced all over. And Rollins again drawing a throw. Callaspo getting a little more playing time in the month of June. He was 2 for 5 yesterday. The Dodgers had a 12-inning victory over San Diego. 3-1 pitch, and that's fouled away, and the count is full. Well, talking about Giovanni Gallardo, our Kubota power stats for you. Last 4 starts, Giovanni has been good. Now about 2-0 with a 1.80 ERA. Opponents hitting just 176 of them. 25 strikeouts and 25 innings pitched. The season high 10 strikeouts his last time out. That's the first Ranger hurler to get double figures in strikeouts in a game. Rollins on the move, and Callaspo flares it out of play. We'll reset and try it again. Dodgers with just 14 stolen bases. That's the fewest in Major League Baseball. Tom, that might go to what you're talking about with Rollins losing some of the speed edge that he had before.
Yeah, Rollins is still running. He's the only one with more than 2 stolen bases, although he's been thrown out 4 times, 6 out of 10. Other than that, they just pretty much don't run at all.
On the move again. The pitch is a strike. The throw to second. Make that 6 out of 11.
Beautiful throw by Robinson, and nice comeback by Gallardo. Man on first, nobody out. 3-0 count to the 9th place hitter. Top of the order coming up, and he comes back and gets the strikeout of the 9th place hitter. And a throw him out for the double play. Nice turn of events for the Rangers. Right on the money.
No, that empties the bases now. And with 2 outs, Jock Peterson gets his second at bat of the evening. Peterson got jammed and hit a roller out to short as he led the ball game off. Strike 1. That strikeout, by the way, for Giovanni Gallardo is second of the night. He now has tied Colby Lewis for the team leadership with 61 this year. Just off the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to Peterson. Peterson with a hit in each of his last 2 games. 2 for 7. Didn't really want to do it. Check swing foul. May not be doing with the bat, but our AT&T U-Burst Rewind, one of the best catches you're going to see from a center fielder, especially considering this was a tie ball game in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Oh, man.
And there were 2 runners on in a 3-3 game, and
The hitter can't believe it.
Justin Upton said, wait a minute.
Every square inch of the front of his body hit that wall, boy. That's giving it up.
And that catch still has Dodger fans talking. Boy, they showed that time and time again. And another jam shot. Elvis, shallow center field, makes the catch, and that will do it. Dodgers get a hit, but the strike him out, throw him out, double play took care of that. 2.5 in the books, no score, Dodgers and Rangers. Prorated full, half, and 20 game plans are still available. Season ticket holders get the best per ticket prices and one of the best benefit packages in professional sports. Visit TexasRangers.com/seasons to get information. Robinson Chirinos starting off the Ranger third inning, a scoreless ball game. And Carlos Frias delivers low for ball one. Chirinos, a .203 average with 5 home runs and 23 driven in. Had a good series against excuse me. Frias back. Pardon me. 2 balls and a strike. Now 3-1. Well, Robinson trying to get aboard to start things off. Andrew Alberto, the number 9 hitter, is waiting to be next. Rangers with 1 hit in each of the first 2 innings. 3-1 offering. In the air to right center field. Puig retreating, has room. Peterson right in front of him, and Peterson makes the call on the catch.
Look at Puig. Look at Puig. Puig got his hands on his hips for about 5 seconds, put his head down. Not very happy with Peterson coming in front of him to make that play. And Peterson's taking charge, which is fine, but that's a routine fly ball for the right fielder right there. You see Puig is underneath the ball. Now watch Puig.
What do you say about that? He's wearing his emotions on his sleeve.
Peterson knows he stepped in front of him, and he didn't even look at him or say anything. He just went back to center field. Come on, man. I'm a big leaguer. I can catch that ball.
One 0 pitch to Andrew Alberto is outside.
Yeah. You know, and that's how. The funny thing is, every single right fielder would feel the exact same way, but they probably wouldn't put their hands on the hips and show it like that.
Exactly.
They'd go back to their position and they'd be feeling it inside, but we wouldn't know it. Puig's just guilty of being honest, I guess, with his emotions.
3-0 the count to Hanser Alberto, and he takes a strike. Now 3-1. Hanser a .294 average. Had a good afternoon here yesterday. 2 for 2 with a double and a walk. Scored a run. Takes ball 4. And he is aboard once again. That's the first walk issued by Frias tonight. And before we go back to the top of the Ranger order, let's send it over to John Radigan for the Boston game break. All right, John, thank you. The Rangers could use a little bit of that here.
The Pirates are playing some good baseball.
Yeah.
They're 8 games over 500 now. No one's playing like Toronto, though. Won 11 in a row?
11 in a row.
11 in a row. They're only a game out of first place.
Yeah, everybody else in the AL East was kind of hanging around the top for a while. And now Toronto probably got tired of looking up at him.
He'll be hanging around with him now.
1 ball, no strikes to Shin-Soo Choo. 1-1. Choo had a single up the middle his first time to the plate. Well, that average now at .247 for Choo. Back in the leadoff spot where he hit not 15 ball games prior to Delino DeShields taking over the leadoff spot. And that was right at the beginning of Choo's rise in May. Pitch inside and gets away from Grandal all the way to the backstop. So down to second goes Alberto. He's in scoring position now with just 1 out.
That ball was so far inside, and Choo looked like he might attempt a bunt. Grandal couldn't catch it. He might have lost track of where the ball was. I think somehow he probably got distracted.
Yeah.
The ball just hit off his glove. He didn't catch it.
Going to be a pass ball charged to Grandal, and I think that's a very good call.
Yeah, should have caught it.
Chu, it's a two-hopper out to Kendrick. Two gone with Alberto now over at third, and Joey Gallo coming up. And let's go down to Emily Jones real quick.
Well, guys, the first time we're seeing Joey Gallo in the two-hole and also in left field. I asked Jeff Bannister his thought process in filling out the lineup card today.
Really, Chu is the guy that has the most experience at leading off, and really his hitting started taking off for us when we put him in the leadoff spot. So that was kind of a natural progression for us, and just felt like that I liked the look of having Joey hitting in front of Prince. It's kind of tough to pitch around Joey to get to Prince. Want to do that, and go ahead.
He went on to say, too, that he likes Fielder in the position that he's in. Obviously, Mitch and Elvis, the way they've been playing in their respective spots as well. But when things change as far as the players you have available to you, you tend to change your thought processes as well, huh, guys?
Thanks, Sam. Yeah, that worked out pretty well, having Fielder and Moreland hitting back-to-back and Elvis behind him. Gallo fitting in wherever, depending on right-hander or left-hander. He takes that pitch inside. And the count goes to 2-1. So Frias making a concerted effort to get inside on Joey Gallo. Gallo hit a rope his first time up. Lined out to a leaping Howie Kendrick. Third player in Ranger history with 4 or more home runs in his first 11 games. Remember Taylor Teagarden coming up, he had 5. And Chris Davis also had 4 in his first 11. 2-1 pitch from Frias. Now 3-1. Well, we'll get to see very quickly if that thought process for Jeff Bannister gives Prince Fielder an opportunity to do some damage.
Yeah, as Joey's kind of getting acclimated, he's become a little bit more patient at the plate, too. And if you're careful, which you very well should be careful to Joey, and you walk him, then you have to deal with Prince. Pretty good reasoning by the skipper.
Took something off on 3-1 and got a ground ball to first. Pretty good pitch by Frias. Gallo grounds to first. And that'll do it for the Rangers. They strand another runner. We finished 3 here at Arlington. Rangers nothing, Dodgers nothing on Fox Sports Southwest. To catch you up on tomorrow's matchup. We'll be right back here. A quick end to this 2-game set. Brett Anderson on the hill for the Los Angeles Dodgers, a left-hander making his 13th start. Chichi Gonzalez, his 4th start at the big league level, and he has been nothing short of spectacular. That 0.042 ERA for Chichi with a 2-1 record. Yasiel Puig starting off the top of the 4th inning. Kind of a funky hack at that pitch from Yovani Gallardo. Stepping into the booth with us, as always, a guy that's already exhibited his defense here in the first 3 innings, Mark McLemore. Shutting him out already.
I am. I'm doing a good job, huh? Now I need to get some runs.
Yeah, well, first things first, we'll work on that.
Take the defense, some pitching, but now we need some runs.
Yeah. Next half inning.
Next half.
Yeah. Puig, a strikeout victim, his first time up. See if he's still smoldering a bit over that snub he had in the outfield, or the perceived snub that he had. Did you see his reaction to that? Jock Peterson stepping in front of him?
I did.
Yeah.
I really would have liked to have seen what was said, if anything, when they got in the dugout.
I know one thing, Peterson didn't dare say anything when he was walking back to center field.
I don't even think he looked at him.
2-2.
Yovani's cutting the ball away from him and running a fastball in on his fist so far. Some pretty good fastballs.
Puig, a .352 average. And Gallardo back to it. Call, strike 3.
He's really mad now.
Yeah, he's having a tough night. 3rd strikeout for Gallardo.
That's some bad body language right there, boy.
This is his world, it looks like.
Don Mattingly giving Jim Joyce an earful.
That's the slowest walk back to the bench I've ever seen.
Yeah?
Wow.
Now he's going to go up to the plate expecting to get a good call next time.
Not going to happen. But I'll tell you what I did like about that sequence. Jimmy Joyce behind the plate, veteran umpire. He just put his hands behind his back and just kept looking straight out at the field. Didn't worry about what he was doing over there.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Just let the game go on.
Adrian Gonzalez up there takes ball 2. Yeah, Jim Joyce has been through the wars before. And Tom, that's that pitch that you keep commenting on.
I'd say every game, Buzz, every game this year we've commented on that pitch being called a strike. Not every time, but I'd say on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
That one might have been a little bit lower than the normal low strike we've talked about, but nevertheless, a strike that's occasionally called, even when it's that low.
Yeah, I think I might have had a problem with that one too.
Would you take that, taking that long to get back to the dugout?
No, I wouldn't have. I probably just would have told him.
You said something more to the umpire?
I just would have said, Jimmy, that's low, and then just kept walking on. And then go look at it and see if it was. And if it was, when I came back the next time, I'd probably say I was right. But you form those kind of relationships with certain umpires,
sure.
And you know what you can say and get away with, and So once you have that, and Jimmy and I had that relationship. There were some of them, no, I couldn't really do that.
Yeah, some guys didn't want to hear it, no matter what.
No.
3-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Gallardo, a pretty good tailing fastball, and he racks up his 4th strikeout, 2nd in a row.
Yeah, Buzz, I think if you can say anything about Yovani Gallardo is, as the season gets going and he gets more and more into it, more innings under his belt, he's throwing better now than at any time during the beginning of the season. He was fine at the beginning of the year, but boy, his last start he struck out 10, and this start his fastball is really showing some great movement.
Howie Kendrick takes ball 1. Yeah, that was what we talked about, Tom. I remember the last start he had in Oakland. After that first inning, I think both you and I were impressed with how well he was commanding both sides of the plate with the fastball. Yeah. Now, he didn't early. That first inning was tough. He was trying to get his feet on the ground for that ball game, but boy, once he got it going, I mean, he could throw him to thimble on either corner at will.
Now, he's definitely a workhorse. He can go out there and throw like Bobby Witt. He'll throw as many pitches as you want him to throw. And in that game in Oakland, after 100 pitches, he was still throwing his best fastball at 92 miles an hour. He was still strong at the end of that game.
Howie Kendrick at the plate fouls that pitch off, and it's 2-1. These are the numbers on that. 110 pitches. And his best were probably the last 30 pitches that he threw.
Shame not to get a win. He left with a 4-2 lead. The Rangers let that one slip away.
And Kendrick, a big two-hopper out to Odor. That'll do it. Very nice inning for Giovanni Gallardo. A couple of strikeouts and a ground ball. 3.5 have gone by. Rangers nothing, Dodgers nothing. Fox Sports Southwest.
This evening, the great Van Vandals. That's right, out of East Texas, the high school baseball team, and Coach Jeremy Hawkins on board. And you guys had a great ride over. I know that, enjoying the Fox Sports Fan Express. But something big happened this last half inning. Pudge Rodriguez presenting you a check on behalf of the Texas Rangers Baseball Foundation. What was that about, Coach?
It's great for us. A big surprise to have the Rangers donate that money to our program and to our school. We plan on using that for facility upgrades and to help those kids who were affected by the tornado that struck our community.
That's right. And right now you guys are enjoying the game, I'm sure, and then nice bus ride over. And I was talking to you about that bus, the Fox Sports Fan Express. What do you think about that ride?
It's a lot better than one of those yellow dogs we ride on normally, about 50 miles an hour without air conditioning.
All right, we'll see what we can do. Get Eddie to come back over to Van and get you guys on a road trip. All right, sound good, guys. All right, good to have you out here. Best of luck. Thank you.
All right, Doxy. Pitch fielder on the 0-1 pitch pops it up. Long run over for Cayaspo in fair territory. Oh, that's Rollins. I'm sorry. Shortstop Jimmy Rollins. And great moment for the folks from Van. Of course, the tragedy of the tornado a couple of months ago, and just devastated that community. And Ranger Baseball Foundation, of course, doing all they can to provide support for them. Mitch Moreland now at the plate. Mitch, a strikeout, his first time up there.
We've seen some pretty good changeups from Frias. His last at bat, he had a 2-0 count on 2 fastballs and saw a couple of changeups and real hard slider down and in.
And a tapper foul. And Frias with the advantage in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Now Mitch. Stepping back in quickly. He is ready to go. 1-2. Take a look at our Ford leaderboard for you tonight. In Major League Baseball, Toronto still leading the pack in runs scored by quite a bit. 356, and the Rangers are second at 289. Dodgers down there at 5th. And they are second in the National League. And Mitch Moreland got hit by that pitch down and in. Jim Joyce not immediately recognizing that. But I think Jeff Bannister, now Mitch said, hey, that hit me on the back toe. And Jeff Bannister going out and saying, okay, well, get some help, or let's challenge that and see if he was hit. Take a look at the replay on it.
One of those that's probably difficult to see. Let's see. You see it bounced in front and skipped. If it hit him right off the top of his foot.
Yeah. Hard to tell. I'm not sure there's an angle that's going to show that.
No, and I just don't see Mitch taking his guard off his leg and acting like he was going to first base if he didn't feel that ball hit him.
Well, that last one, it looked like his foot got knocked back a little bit. Maybe from this angle, slowed down quite a bit. See if his foot gets knocked back by something. He's going to lift it up, and then boom, it gets pushed back.
Yeah, sure did. Sure did. And that's not something I think that you would do.
It's not a
yourself. No, it's not a normal movement unless the ball hit it and made it do that. Tough to see that on replay, but I'm just going based on what Mitch, his reaction to it. That's all I needed to see.
And Jim Joyce holding things up. He's going to give Joey Probinski up in the Ranger replay room opportunity to take a look at that. Don Mattingly says, come on, let's go. Speed things up here a little bit. Doesn't want the call reversed. Now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll go and get back to action. That's low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So with 1 out, Mitch trying to get aboard. Elvis Andrus, the Rangers shortstop, waiting in the on-deck circle. Rangers have had 1 runner in each of the first 3 innings. Frias with a payoff pitch. Got him swinging.
The same pitch that got him the last time.
3 strikeouts for Frias, 2 gone.
Very tough pitch. Hard slider down and in.
It's a very tough pitch for a left-hander to lay off of. You're thinking it's, it's on the inside part of the plate. You're thinking it's a fastball, and at the last minute, here's that cut, little slide, and down underneath your bat.
No, 2 outs. Elvis, also a strikeout victim, his first time to the plate. Elvis at 238. 4 out of 13 on the homestand. Check swing, it's a strike anyway. Elvis has found a way to get on base, though, in 11 of the last 12 ball games. Either a hit or a walk. Pulled the string and got it over the outside corner. It's 1-2.
Looks like Elvis needs a longer bat.
That's pretty much a pitcher's pitch right down there. Reyes to the wind. He did get a longer bat. Now Carlos Frias, break it down for you. Home and road. On the road, he's been much better this year, which is a little bit of a wonder since Dodger Stadium is such a great place to pitch. But he's been better. That ERA of 2 away from Dodger Stadium. There's the West Coast parks have a history of being pitchers' havens. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Dodger Stadium and Anaheim Stadium, both pitchers' ballparks at night. Petco Park in San Diego, very much a pitcher's ballpark at night. And then both AT&T and Odotco in the Bay Area. And then you go up to Seattle, Niseko, very much a pitcher's ballpark. Now back-to-back strikeouts for Carlos Frias. We have finished 4 innings and still Rangers nothing and the Dodgers nothing. Baseball on Fox Sports Southwest is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. And by the Mazda 6. J.D. Power has awarded the Mazda 6 highest ranked vehicle appeal among midsize cars. Giovanni Gallardo back to the hill to start the top of the 5th inning. Justin Turner, Andre Ethier, and Yasmani Grandal will be the first 3 hitters that Giovanni faces in this frame. Turner, a looping drive off the glove of Elvis into left field for a base hit. And Justin Turner, who doubled into the right field corner his first time, hit a line drive that I think fooled Elvis a little bit on how hard it was hit.
It's another ball that Giovanni gets way in on the fists. Jammed him, and he was able to get it just off the top of Elvis's glove.
Yeah, it's tough when you're going to your left or your right and you've got to try and get vertical. If you're just standing still and you have the ability to have your legs completely under you, it's a much easier play. But Elvis kind of stutter stepped, went to the right a little bit, and then tried to go up, and just not high enough.
Now Andre Ethier, he grounded out to second his first time, takes ball 1. Dodgers now with 3 hits, Rangers with 2. Ethier a .290 average. Rangers looking at that ground ball double play. One ball and 1 strike. Ethier had a big game yesterday. Tied the ball game against San Diego and sent it into extra innings with a home run. That for Ethier, his 9th home run of the year. Good fastball to the outside corner by Gallardo. 1-2. Giovanni, 60 pitches through the first 4 innings, plus 1 hitter here in the 5th. He okays the sign and sets. Double play, hopper to Elvis. Taylor made 2 balls.
Well, I think this is the most that Giovanni has jammed hitters and gotten the ball in on their fists in 4 2/3 innings. It just seems like there's one right after the other. Left-hand hitter or right-hand hitter. He's getting it way in there.
Look at that. Nice up and in, cutting in on his hands.
Kind of cutting it into the lefties and running it into the righties.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty uncomfortable swings up there from both sides of the plate.
Definitely.
So that takes care of the leadoff single. Now with 2 outs and the bases empty, Yasmani Grandal takes ball 1. Grandal tapped out in front of home plate to the catcher Robinson Chirinos first time. Well out of play down the left side for Grandal. Yasmani, that average at .268. He's a switch hitter up there from the left side, which has been his better side. Foul back. As a left-handed hitter this year, he's hit .278, and as a right-hander, he's hit .227. All 7 of his home runs have come from the port side of home plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That will even things up. Gallardo into the wind and the 2-2. Just missed by a hair, and it's a full count. Grandal hitting 7th, trying to get aboard in front of the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. Our Fox tracker showing you that last pitch, 3 or 4 inches off the mark. Chopper foul. We'll try the 3-2 pitch again. Grandal this year also a much better hitter away from Dodger Stadium, which is certainly understandable. .319 average in road games for the Dodgers. Just missed for ball 4.
I mentioned Grandal has a good eye at the plate. That's his 28th walk.
Looked like Giovanni thought he might have gotten it, and Jim Joyce said, no, not going to give it to you.
Grandal is only hitting .270, but his on-base percentage is .380.
So Grandal at first, and Jimmy Rollins, who singled to right field on the first pitch that he saw from Gallardo tonight. 1 ball, no strikes. Last pitch. Yeah,
borderline. Could have gone either way.
Rollins now with the average up over the Mendoza line at 203. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jimmy Rollins, of course, formerly with the Phillies. He's been on base now 7 of the last 8 ball games that he has played against the Rangers. Grounds this one to the right side. Odor there on to Moreland, and that'll do it. Now the Dodgers get a hit and a walk. They strand a runner. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still deadlock in a scoreless game. Get a chance to talk some defense with Mark McLemore. In the 9th inning, Sean Tolleson came on. Eduardo Escobar led off with a double, and then this play came up. Mac, what are you seeing from this?
Well, number one, it's all about communication. You see Robinson Chirinos jump off from behind home plate, and he's pointing at third base and hollering at Tolley, third. And Tolleson comes in and fields that ball, and you can watch, if you can break it down, you'll see Tolleson get set up right away to catch that ball, spin, and make the throw. And also Gallo heard Chirinos saying third, so he got back because he was already in. So that play was made by Robinson Chirinos in communication.
And Ruben Odor, welcome back to Arlington. He popped that ball through the right side, his 2nd hit. This is the leadoff variety here in the 5th inning. Well, Ruben 2 for 2 here tonight. Continued what he was doing at AAA, hitting .352 down there.
Well, that might be one of the few pitches we've seen right down the middle of the plate today. Both pitchers have been Throwing some nasty pitches on the corners.
So for the first time tonight, second time tonight, the Rangers have their leadoff man aboard. They also had it in the first with Shin-Soo Choo. Slowly hit ground ball to second. That's all the Dodgers are going to get. Kendrick, a good quick flip over to Rollins. Get the sliding Odor for out number one. Leonis Martin now at first with one away. And Matt Lucero tending to Rougned Odor. By Rougned getting up, holding his left arm. I thought he tried to catch the bag going by. He might have extended a little too much.
Yeah, when you're going into second, you're trying to take a shortstop or second baseman out. In my mind, you're not even trying to touch the bag. You're trying to get there. You want to be close enough to be able to, and that's really what the rule is. And he hit it there, but
yeah,
you know, you're trying to get, and you're trying to take him out cleanly. You're not trying to do anything dirty, going in spikes up or rolling anything like that. But you know, you see a lot of guys trying to reach that bag.
Yeah, with Robinson Chirinos at the plate, he asked for time. He was tired of waiting for Carlos Frias. Chirinos, a fly ball to center. It was back in the third inning. He's got Leonis Martin at first with one out. Leonis with 11 stolen bases this year. Yasmani Grandal, the Dodgers catcher, throws extremely well. Grandal flashing the signs out. Frias still taking some time. Battle of the wills here. And finally, Frias sees something to his liking. In tight. 1 ball, no strikes. That brought out Gilberto Callaspo. That little showing of the bunt by Robinson Chirinos brought Callaspo even with the bag now. He's not totally buying it, but just in case. Frias will look over his shoulder at Martin. And the pitch outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, the one thing the Rangers really haven't done consistently this year is get the running game going. And in part because the guys that do the running, Elvis and Leonis Martin, the 2 of the 3, have not been on consistently. They've had their ups and downs offensively. Delano DeShields has done a very good job running the bases, but he's still learning about being a base stealer.
Yeah, it's tough when you're not getting on base consistently, because just like anything else in the game, you need to have that rhythm. And stealing bases is about rhythm, and that means repetition. So when you're going through a streak where you're not swinging the bat well for 2 or 3 weeks, you lose that edge that you have of being able to read that pitcher and get a good jump. So because when you get on there finally, you know, you've got to work on that again.
There goes Martin. The pitch is swung on and missed. The throw is late. And Leonis Martin hit with a stolen base. He stole that with conviction. He got a good jump, sliding in hard at second base. And Don Mattingly going to talk to Jim Joyce about Robinson Chirinos impeding the throwing of Yasmani Grandal.
No, he was fine.
If anything, he got out of the way.
Stayed in the box, didn't fall across the plate, went down. There wasn't even any contact.
No.
Oh, 12 stolen bases in 17 attempts now for Martin. He's in scoring position. And they fouled off over the Ranger dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chirinos with hits in each of his last 2 games. He's been on a pretty good RBI run. Last 18 ball games, he has driven in 11. Line drive, and Henry picks right off the dirt for the out. 2 gone.
Rangers hit some line drives to the infielders. Henry has had several hard hit balls come his way.
Now, before Hanser Alberto steps in, let's send it over to John Radigan for a Mazda game break. John. All right, John, thank you. Well, that's another Dallas Keuchel outing. Alberto drives one to right. Puig is going back. The ball kind of dives into Puig's glove for the out. Looked good coming off the bat, but came up short. No, Rangers do not score. Mac, thanks for joining us. A lot of good defense tonight, but no offense.
I know. We'll give them tomorrow.
All right.
We got Chin-Soo Choo right here in right field, and right behind him, well, it's the Chin-Soo Choo fan club. All right, guys, you can be cheering all day long, all game long for Chin-Soo Choo. Give us a little sample of your work.
Yes, we are ready for Chin-Soo Choo. Let's go, guys. Ready?
Yes.
Chin-Soo! 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 Chin-Soo!
I think it's getting his attention. We don't want to distract him right now. Very nice, guys. Keep it going, all right? Very nice, yeah. There we go, boss.
Chu's going to look around and say, who's doing that? Where are those people up there? Alberto Callaspo leading off the 6th inning for the Dodgers. Callaspo, the number 9 hitter, down on the count, 0-2. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Callaspo got caught looking at a 3rd strike his first time up. That turned into a double play as Jimmy Rollins shot down trying to steal on the 3-2 pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Each team with 3 hits tonight. Nobody has really threatened other than having Justin Turner after the double in scoring position with 1 out in the 2nd inning. It's advanced to 3rd. Rangers have had Hanser Alberto get as far as 3rd base, but be stranded there. 3-2 to Callaspo, so he's trying to get aboard to start things off. The top of the order waits in the person of Jock Peterson. Gallardo getting ready for his 77th pitch of the night. Ball 4. Callaspo draws the leadoff walk. 2nd walk issued by Yovani Gallardo.
Yeah, that was just an unusual 4 pitches for Yovani after jumping out ahead.
Folks, join the Texas Rangers Baseball Foundation and Medical Center Arlington on Labor Day for the 4th annual Rangers Labor Day race. Enjoy a scenic 5K course that finishes on the field here at Globe Life Park, or bring the whole family for a 1K fun race. Visit TexasRangers.com/race to sign up, but don't wait because registration fee increases on July 15th. Peterson coming out of his shoes trying to hack at that Gallardo offering. Peterson twice tonight has been sawed off by Yovani Gallardo. Once ended up in a slow roller to short. The other was a little pop-up to center field that Elvis took care of. Cutter inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Peterson has been doing a pretty good job of getting on base lately. He's been on base 24 of the last 25 games for the Dodgers. Now down on the count and a ball and 2 strikes. Now the most home runs in the National League among rookies this year. Jock Peterson 7 ahead of teammate Alex Guerrero. Chris Bryant, the much ballyhooed rookie with the Cubs, down there at 7. Peterson out in front of everybody.
The other thing with Peterson, those 17 home runs have averaged 429 feet. That's the highest average distance of any National Leaguer. So you've got the leadoff hitter with 17 home runs. That's tied for 4th in the National League, averaging the longest distance. He's got 43 walks. He's their leadoff hitter.
Check swing and the pitch is high.
You think he's only hitting 248, but his on base percentage is 386 coming into the game. That's 11th best in the league with a 248 batting average. Last year in AAA, he walked 100 times. So as time goes on, he's going to become a better and better hitter, and he'll probably continue to be a patient hitter, be pitched carefully because of his power, and so he's going to be a huge on base percentage guy. All he's got to do is hit 270 or 280, continue to walk that way, and his on base percentage will be 40%.
You could probably see a guy like him being slotted for number 3 hitter in the future.
Yeah,
at some point.
And depending who the other guys on the team are, it's a nice luxury to have that as your leadoff hitter.
Yep. Gallardo ready for the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball just hangs a little high, and the count is full. Well, Yovani now, after having walked Callaspo to lead things off, has gotten the count full to Jock Peterson. Peterson leading off. Yasiel Puig waits in that on-deck circle. We'll see if Callaspo is turned loose at first base.
Last inning after a leadoff hit and a 3-2 pitch. What inning was that? That was earlier in the game.
Third
inning.
Yeah.
Got to strike him out, throw him out. That'd be a nice little thing right here. Hope he is running.
Callaspo staying put, and the 3-2 pitch is inside, ball 4. The back-to-back walks open up the 6th inning. And now the big guy's coming up. Puig is first.
After the double play in the 5th inning, Yovani had no walks. Now he's walked 3 out of the last 4 hitters. 2 in a row this inning to set up the middle of the order.
And Mike Maddox going out to see what's going on, get Yovani Gallardo back in the strike zone, hopefully, and probably order up a double play ball. Mike did that yesterday in one visit to the mound. Puig not having a very happy time tonight, either defensively or at the plate. He has struck out both times, and he's faced Gallardo. And speaking of Yasiel Puig, how about our T-Mobile game changer? Talking about the right fielder. In 7 games since coming back off of his disabled list, he's hit .481 with a .1237 on base plus slugging. 4 multi-hit games. He's hit safely in all 7 of those contests. Up here in the the first real threat by either ball club. 2 on with nobody out in the 6th inning of a scoreless ball game. Ranger infield shades him a step to the left. And the first pitch pushes Puig back off the plate. See Elvis maybe 2 steps over toward the hole and a couple of steps more up the middle. Rougned Odor. Puig a .347 average for the season. Skied to right. Chu didn't see it. Now he has to go back. Still going back and makes the catch. Tagging his second is Cayaspo, and he has to get back to the bag now as he waited too late to tag up. I don't know how in the world Chu picked that thing up.
Well, he picked it up just in time, and I'm assuming what the base runner at second did was once he saw Chu didn't know where it was, he was getting off the bag and getting ready to run. And then you're right, Buzz, he didn't get back in time to tag when Chu recovered to make the play. Chu's going to throw his hands up in the air right here. He doesn't know where the ball is. Now he picks it up and fortunately gets back and recovers.
Yeah, Cayaspo had originally thought, well, I'm going to go back and tag up, and then, oh, no, he's not going to catch it. I'm going to go to third. No, I got to go back and tag up.
He ran 90 feet. He just never got off second base.
So a very big out without the runners advancing. That is 1 away, and now a tough customer in Adrian Gonzalez, the top RBI man on the Dodger ball club. Gonzalez tonight has grounded out and struck out. Giovanni Gallardo with 2 walks, and as Tom told you, 3 of the last 5 hitters now he has walked. Put himself in a little bit of hot water. Foul back. It is 0-2. I'm going to show you what Puig did. It's always interesting to watch what he does away from the target. Oh, maybe I better run.
Well, he wasn't going to be able to run very far, even if Chu didn't catch it.
No, that's right.
Because I don't know how far the other runners could have gotten.
Gallardo with the 0-2 pitch. Fouled straight down.
Well, that was a good pitch and just barely got a piece of it. Adrian Gonzalez.
Gonzalez with a .310 average. Here's how close Gallardo came to getting him.
Gonzalez led the major leagues in RBIs last year. He had 116 of them. Never been on the disabled list in his career.
Isn't that amazing?
He plays every day.
Pretty good with runners in scoring position, as you would figure an RBI leader is. Another 0-2 pitch.
Good try.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Gonzalez coming into play tonight, 10th in the National League in hitting, a .313 average. 7th in slugging percentage, 8th in on-base percentage. All around outstanding hitter. Lined out of play.
He threw the cutter in for a ball, then tried to throw the fastball away. He struck Gonzalez out on the fastball away the last time up. He got a piece of it. He's a power hitter in the middle of the lineup. He walks a lot. Doesn't really strike out that much. Strikes out his share, but for a guy driving in runs in the middle of the lineup, not an easy guy to strike out.
And the Dodgers, as you can see, 3rd in the National League. Runners in scoring position, batting average at .290.
Gonzalez is .348.
1-2 as Giovanni leading in for the sign. Has the one he wants. And another chopper foul. Well, pretty good matchup here. Got the top run producer on the Dodger team, and Yovani Gallardo, one of the veterans on the Ranger pitching staff, trying to figure out a way to keep this at a scoreless ball game. Chirinos, the series of signs. And now Robinson going to go out. No, decided not to. Giovanni said, no, I know what you want to do, so we'll do that. Gallardo nods in agreement and sets. Elvis turns it over. Odor, Andrews, Moreland. Dodgers gone, the 2 walks. All they did was run the pitch total up a little bit. 1 man left after 5.5. Rangers nothing, Dodgers nothing. Fox Sports Southwest. Sonic Slam Inning, brought to you by Sonic. Tonight's jackpot is worth $600 and dinner for 2 at Sonic Drive-In. If a Ranger hits a home run this inning, Nancy Sasso from Hearst will win $600. And if a Ranger hits a grand slam this inning, Nancy will win $25,000. You can register at any participating Sonic restaurant. Now the top of the Ranger order to face Carlos Frias here in the 6th inning, and we'll see if there's some momentum to be had for the Rangers after the double play grounder that ended what could have been a difficult spot for the Rangers in the top of the 6th. Chu takes inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Chu 1 out of 2 tonight, a first inning single, grounded out to second in the 3rd inning. 3 balls, no strikes. Frias has walked 1. That was Hanser Alberto in the 3rd inning. At ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to Chu. Nancy Sasso of Hearst, you might be in pretty good luck here tonight. You've got Gallo, fielder, Moreland, the leading Ranger home run hitters coming up in order. There's Prince. Gallo has hit the ball hard to second base in a line drive that Kendrick leaped and took out of midair back in the 1st inning. 1 ball and no strike to him. Joey getting to start in left field tonight. His first major league action out in left field. He got a rip at that fastball that stayed up a little bit. 1-1. Shin-Soo Choo stepping off his lead at first base. Carlos Frias checks him and misses low. It's 2-1.
That's the one you'd love to see a young power hitter lay off of him. Change up, down, still tempting. No problem taking it.
Yeah, especially after swinging through a fastball and really letting it rip.
Yeah.
See him be able to come right back after that and then be very discerning. Ahead of the count here, 2-1. Now 3 balls and a strike. Maybe Frias saw Giovanni Gallardo walk the first 2 last half inning and get out of it. Figured he'd try it too.
That same kind of hitters coming up. Middle of the lineup guys.
Prince Fielder waiting to be next. Three balls, 1 strike is the count. This one might go a long way. Nope, didn't mess with it. Ball 4 puts Gallo aboard, and there are indeed 2 men on with nobody out for Prince Fielder. Former Ranger Rick Honeycutt, the Dodger pitching coach, talking with Don Mattingly. Dodgers had nobody up in their bullpen. Still have nobody up, although they are stirring out there. Just 75 pitches for Frias, and Rick Honeycutt's going to make a trip to the mound. Rick might have been asking Don Mattingly, okay, what do you want me to tell him? I'm fresh out of ideas.
Let's see. Throw strikes.
There you go.
But be careful.
Well, while we have a second here, I'm going to remind you there's no better place to celebrate Independence Day than out here at Globe Life Park. Rangers will play the Angels on July 4th. It's an 8:05 game. And following the game, fans will be treated to a spectacular 4th of July fireworks display presented by Papa John's. Visit TexasRangers.com to buy your tickets and come on out and spend your 4th with the Rangers. Little Ranger blue and Dodger blue sitting next to each other. Divided family. Friends, no doubt. All right, meeting is concluded. 2 on, nobody out. Prince Fielder 0 for 2. Up the middle into center field, a base hit. Coming around third is Chu. He will score without a throw, and the big guy gets it done again. The run producer, Prince Fielder, puts the Rangers on top 1-0.
That's kind of the way that the lineup was drawn up. The skipper was asked his thoughts behind Joey Gallo hitting second. His thoughts were, if you pitch him carefully, which you have to do, and he continues to show some patience at the plate, then you set it up for the RBI guy batting third. That's Big Prince. Gets that high fastball and rips it right straight up the middle. A little bit out of the strike zone, but no problem.
Now, Gallardo was able to work around the back-to-back walks. Not so for Frias. There's a drive to right for a base hit. Being waved around third is Gallo. The throw is high. Gallo scores. Mitch Moreland with the RBI single, and the Rangers lead it 2-0.
Back-to-back pitches after the leadoff walks. That's what you're supposed to do. Take advantage of the walks. Puig's got a big arm out in right field, but he just launched that thing way over everybody's head. Way up the third baseline. And Tony Beasley aggressively waving the runner around. Knows that Joey Gallo has good speed. Another high fastball. Looked like Mitch hit the same pitch Prince hit. Here's Puig's throw. Not even close.
And now Carlos getting a bunt down, and that is going to be a successful sacrifice, with Fielder going to third and Moreland to second. Elvis with the sacrifice bunt, and he was tied for second before that bunt. Here's Joey Gallo coming around third on that throw from Yasiel Puig.
He's ducking. He knows the throw is high.
So now runners at second and third. The Dodgers will pull their infield all the way in. Rougned Odor is the hitter. Liberatore is getting loose very quickly in that Dodger bullpen, and quickly enough that Don Mattingly is headed to the mound to call him into the ballgame. So it happened quickly after the 2 walks to open up the frame. Fritz Fielder and Mitch Moreland on back-to-back base hits. The Rangers on top 2-0. And then the sacrifice bunt from Elvis Andrus. And that sends Carlos Frias into the clubhouse. The Liberatore is coming on. We will take a timeout here at Globe Life Park. Rangers on top, looking for more. We're back right after this timeout.
A score of 2-0 as we welcome you back to Globe Life Park. It's been a little bit of a mash unit, I guess you could say, for these Texas Rangers the last couple of weeks. Delino DeShields going on the DL today. It was Josh Hamilton and Adrian Beltre a couple of weeks ago. Josh with a big step today. He's been running for about a week now on that hamstring, but he took swings off of a tee for the first time today, said he felt good afterward. Things tend to be trending in the right direction, but of course always with hamstrings, and especially with Josh, they want to take things slow and be safe rather than sorry, guys.
All right, Emma, thank you. Well, Adam Liberatore is on now. Runners at second and third with 1 out. The infield playing all the way in. Rougned Odor up there is 2 for 2 tonight in his return to the Rangers. A 2-0 Texas lead. Odor swinging through that fastball from Liberatore. Left-hander appearing in his 23rd ball game of the year. Opponents hitting just 167. Originally with the Tampa Bay Ray organization. Came over in a trade last offseason with the Rays. 0-1 pitch is coming. They're doing a pretty good job laying off a tough breaking ball.
Good situation, trying to get that next run in. Right fielder Puig was playing him very shallow. Didn't take much for Rougned to shoot one right by him. left fielder's playing deeper than the right fielder.
And a huge gap in right center field, as you can see. The 1-1 pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Chris Fielder at third base. Mitch Moreland is out at second base. Both the 2 big guys in the order with RBI singles here in the 6th. They help the Rangers break through. Rangers now 2 runs on 5 hits. Yovani Gallardo has blanked the Dodgers on just 3 hits through the first 6. Liberatore ready. A check of the runners. 2-2. They might have got a little bit over anxious on that one. Went upstairs with it. Odor just recalled today, as Emily told you, and he had 352 down at Round Rock. He had 19 runs driven in 30 games with the Express. To left field, a base hit. Here comes Fielder. He will score. Moreland being waved around. He is coming in to score into second. Ruben Odor with a 2-run single. The Rangers lead it 4-0.
Very nice job by Rudy. 3 hits on the ball game. Got ahead in the count 2-0. Swung and missed a couple of times. And then shot the ball right by the shortstop into left field. A very strong throw from Ether in left field. Short hop the cutoff man, and Ruby just kept right on going. Pitch on the outside corner, just what you should do. Go the other way with it. Shortstop playing towards second. Big hit right there. Pick up a couple runs.
And get yourself in a scoring position as the throw couldn't be cut off by Callaspo. So great job by Odor, driving in his 10th and 11th runs at the big league level. Leonis Martin now up there, 0 for 2 tonight. 1 ball, no strikes.
The Dodgers didn't do anything with leadoff walks in their part of the 6th inning. The Rangers have made a big inning out of their leadoff walks.
Leonis, a couple of ground outs. Reached on a fielder's choice ground out in the 5th inning. Now trying to score Odor. 1 ball and 1 strike. That base hit by Rubnin closes the door on Carlos Frias, the Dodgers starter. All 4 runs on his ledger. 5 1/3 innings of work, 5 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts.
His ledger is going to look bad. 4 runs and 5 1/3, but he pitched good for most of it.
He did.
Until the last 2 walks, he pitched excellent ball through 5 innings.
The appeal down to third, and no swing. Marvin Hudson with the palms down, safe side. Yeah, Frias just shot himself in the foot with the back-to-back walks to start this inning. 2 balls and a strike to Martin. That's pulled to the right side. Kendrick, a nice diving stop. He throws out Martin. On to third goes Odor. He's there with 2 outs now for Robinson Chirinos.
Martin has been hot. 15 for his last 40. 375 in June. He's 0 for 3 tonight, but he's hit 2 balls hard that Kendrick has made plays on. That one to his left, the other one a little bit to his right. Nothing to show for it, but swinging the bat well in spite of no hits.
Now Liberatore will face Robinson Chirinos, who is 0 for 2. A fly ball to center, a line drive to second. 1 hot to Callaspo, and across the diamond, that'll do it. But the Rangers break through. They get 4 runs on 3 hits and lead 1. We have finished 6. It is now the Rangers 4 and the Dodgers nothing on Fox Sports Southwest. A lot going for the first 5+ innings, but then Prince Fielder broke through for the Rangers. An RBI single scoring Shin-Soo Choo. 1 pitch later, Mitch Moreland drove home Joey Gallo. A high throw from Puig, and then a very big 2-run single by Rougned Odor scored both Fielder and Moreland. And so 3 singles in that 6th inning following the back-to-back walks to start the frame. And the Rangers have provided Yovani Gallardo with a 4-run cushion. Well, what had been a very well-pitched game through the first 5, Rangers able to get on the board, and Gallardo going back to work in the 7th now. Fires a strike to Howie Kendrick. 11 more groundouts tonight, and just 2 flyouts for Gallardo, continuing that run that he's had of getting balls put in play on the ground. 4 strikeouts, of course. That has moved him into the team leadership role with 63. 1-1 to Kendrick. Slowly hit down the 3rd baseline. Alberto launches one off the railing as he overthrew Moreland. And Kendrick is going to reach to start the 7th inning.
It looked like Hanser handled the hard part, catching a fairly tricky rolling ball barehanded, but then just launched the throw a little bit high. That ball's rolling pretty hard to barehand.
Yeah.
And with an accurate throw, he would have had Kendrick. Looked like he had the ball gripped with all 4 fingers and just couldn't throw it accurately.
I know the Rangers saw Alberto a little bit at 3rd base in spring training, but how much he has played prior to coming up here is
probably not very much.
No.
When you're the best fielding shortstop in minor league baseball, you're probably playing all your games there.
Now Justin Turner takes the pitch inside for ball 1. Turner 2 for 2. He has singled off the glove of Elvis Andrus, and he's doubled into the right field corner. And that batting average for Turner at .326. And he gets fisted. Little pop up to right field. Choo there in time to make the grab for out number 1.
Yovani just continues to pound the fastball in to the Dodger hitters and get good results.
And don't you know that tomorrow's starter Chichi Gonzalez sitting over there taking notes, mental notes at least, if not actual notes.
Oh, Nick Martinez does a nice job of that. Chichi has the good movement on his fastball. He has the same ability to do that.
1 out. Here's Andre Ethier, who is grounded out twice, once into a double play. Ball 1 in the dirt. Kendrick at first after the infield single. That was the 4th hit of the night for the Dodgers against Yovani Gallardo. Ethier's had a ground ball to second and a ground ball to short, hitting at .288. Gallardo a check of first. And misses high and away. Just now getting some action out in the bullpen. Sam Freeman, the left-hander, up and loosening. Gallardo getting set for pitch number 100 tonight. 2-1. And out there in that Dodger bullpen, that's Yimi Garcia. Dodgers bullpen depleted by some injuries earlier. Trying to mix and match as best they can. Double play grounder. Elvis to Odor. Back to Moore. Second double play that Ethier has grounded into. Rangers have turned 3 tonight. And the 7th inning comes to a close. We will take the stretch at Globe Life Park with the Rangers leading the Dodgers 4-0. Just subscribe to MLB.TV Premium. Get live or on-demand viewing of over 400 devices. Get real-time highlights, live look-ins, pitch tracking, and a lot more. Blackouts and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. The Rangers leading 4-0, much to the delight of the sizable crowd out here at Globe Life Park. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Hanser Alberto will start things off. And a 24-year-old right-hander, Yimi Garcia, has come in to take over on the hill for the Dodgers.
And doing some severe striking out of the hitters. 26 innings, 38 punch-outs.
And Garcia, who made his major league debut in 8 ball games last year for the Dodgers. And a minor league record of 380 strikeouts in 310 innings. So it's not an accident that he's striking out guys. Hanser Alberto has walked and flied to right field. 0 for 1 tonight, hitting at .288. Rangers 4 runs on 6 hits this evening. One and one. Rangers able to put 3 of their 6 hits along with a couple of walks together in that big 4-run 6th. Now time called. Yasmani Grandal asked Jim Joyce to hold things up a second. Now we're set. Alberto drives one to left. Down the line and deep. If it's fair, it's gone. It is foul.
Wow. Turn that fastball around.
Hanser Alberto, plenty of distance.
The little guy catch that ball? Let's see if he did. Boy, put a nice swing on that high inside fastball. No, I don't think he caught it, but he ended up with it. Might as well have caught it. He's happy enough.
That's the bottom line, right?
Yep.
Take the ball home with you.
He's taking it home.
1-2 now to Hanser. Now 2-2. Ball coming down. The littlest guy got in there and got it. There you go. Now Garcia with the 2-2. Rollins gliding to his left makes the play. One gone. And before we go back to the top of the order, let's take time for a Mazda game break with John Radigan. All right, John, thank you. It's a pretty good run by the Blue Jays. They have already tied their franchise best with 11 straight. One more, and they set a new franchise record. Shin-Soo Choo, 1 out of 2 tonight. He had that all-important walk to start off the 6th inning. Came around to score the first run of the game on Prince Fielder's base hit. He takes outside here from Garcia to make it 2 balls, no strikes. Choo with a single in the first. Garcia back to the plate, and Choo drives one high and deep to right field. Puig is going back. He is at the wall and makes the catch.
Wind blew that thing back. He hit that thing so high. He launched that ball.
And Puig thought it was out.
I think everybody did.
He had stopped as he was looking at it, and he thought, oh, I better go get it.
The only thing that kept that in is he hit it too high. You see that a lot. If you hit it that high, the wind blowing in can affect the ball. If you hit a line drive, it's not the same. Sometimes it helps it a little bit. But that one got so high that it looked anyway like the wind knocked it down right at the warning track. Puig was definitely fooled.
No, a long out, all for naught.
Shin-Soo can't believe it.
Yeah.
He knows he hit that ball well.
And goodness, that part got big all of a sudden.
He can't believe it.
Yeah. Here's Joey Gallo. Well, if Joey hits one solid, that wind's not going to hold him in the ballpark. Coming straight in from center field. Probably a little bit more out of the southeast than the normal wind. Normal wind coming almost directly in from the south. Gallo tonight has walked and scored. He's also lined to second and grounded to first. Garcia ready for the 1-1 pitch. He's down at Joey's feet. Gallo a .286 average as he bats with 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Getting set for the 2-1. Now 2-2. Pretty good fastball from Yimi Garcia. Also mixes in that slider that you've seen. Pretty basic pitcher, but coming out of the bullpen, he can be tough. 3-2 now. Well, if Gallo can get aboard again, you have the RBI man for the Rangers, Prince Fielder, waiting in the on-deck circle. The payoff pitch from Garcia. Got him swinging. Got it up just enough. And the strikeout sends the Rangers down in order. We're going to the 8th inning here at Globe Life Park. The Rangers 4 and the Dodgers nothing.
Progressive fan of the game. We got to give it to Oliver. He's got his own cheering section here, guys, because it's 30 of his closest friends an engagement party. But a big-time Ranger fan, taking care of business tonight, also taking care of a couple Dodger fans, right, Ollie?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Absolutely. We were out here supporting the Rangers from day one. I'm here with my fiance enjoying our engagement party. There's some Dodger fans out here, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I want every Dodger fan that is out in DFW to know that this right here is Ranger country. And if you come here, we will shout you down every day this week, because this is what we do.
I like this guy's spirit, Tom. Very nice. All right, Ollie. Good to have you here. And congratulations, big guy.
And the first pitch of the top of the 8th inning to Yasmani Grandal by Tanner Shepard leaves the ballpark. Grandal crunching it to dead center field. His 8th home run of the year, and it's a 4-1 Ranger lead.
It's right down center square. That's one of those pitches. It doesn't matter how fast those are going. When they're straight and near the center of the plate, hitter has a chance.
Well, same thing happened to Tanner when he came into the ball game here on Friday night against the Twins. Brian Dozier, the first hitter he faced, launched one to left. And now Grandal has done that on the first pitch he saw in the 8th inning.
And you see the difference between the one Grandal hit and the one that Chu hit. Chu hit his about twice as high as that. Grandal's stayed down below the roof and carried okay. And he hit the daylights out of it, but went as far as it should have gone. Chu's never did go as far as it should have gone. It didn't blow it down.
1-2 pitch. That's in the air to left field. Chases Gallo back. And Joey backpedaling, able to make the catch.
First ball Joey's had today.
That ball carried a little further than he thought it was going to.
Might not have looked that good, but I caught it. I knew the first one was coming sooner or later.
Well, that is out number 1 as Rollins tests Joey Gallo in left field. Now Alberto Callaspo takes strike 1. That home run, by the way, Yasmani Grandal, that's the 4th hit this year against Tanner Shepard. 4th in 17 2/3 innings. Here's the log this season. This is his 19th game. Shepard with a 3-0 mark. Drops in a pretty good breaking ball to Callaspo. 1-2. High and tight. That evens the count. Callaspo has been called out on strikes and walked. He had that walk to open up the 6th inning. And Jock Peterson walked also against Giovanni Gallardo. And Gallardo able to work around that with a fly ball and a double play. His counterpart, Carlos Frias, was not able to do that. Rangers touched him for 4. And there is ball 4 to Callaspo. And Mike Maddox headed out to the mound. I don't think he liked what he saw from Tanner Shepard spinning his arm around. Tanner, you remember, spent some time on the disabled list with some shoulder issues. I think Mike is going to go out there and make sure that his shoulder's doing okay. Sam Freeman, who was up last inning, up and throwing again here. Now Mike's sufficiently convinced that his shoulder is all right, everything's okay with the arm, and says, okay, well, let's get a double play ball then. But 1 on, 1 out, and 1 in here in the 8th inning. And Jock Peterson with his 4th plate appearance. 0 for 2 officially, having walked popped out and grounded out. Nothing and 1. Nothing wrong with Tanner Shepard's stuff. 28-year-old out of Southern California, Mission Viejo, where Tanner grew up. Jock Peterson, the most home runs of any leadoff man in baseball this year, 17 of them. 1 ball and 1 strike. We talked about the other day seeing Brian Dozier, who leads the American League in leadoff hitter home runs with 13. See Jock Peterson, who leads baseball in that. It's 2 pretty impressive leadoff guys who go about things a little bit differently. 1-1 pitch from Shepard. Base hit to right. Diaspo will stop at second base. And with that base hit after the walk, now the Dodgers have the tying run coming to the plate. Yasiel Puig. Tanner getting that pitch on the inner part of the plate, but not in far enough to really jam Peterson. Bannister kind of mulling things over. Mannix just to his left. Puig tonight has flied to right and struck out a couple of times. Got 2 men aboard. Diaspo at second, Peterson at first. Down and away for ball 1. One thing that Tanner, at least in the first 4 hitters that he's faced here, has not been able to do that Giovanni Gallardo did, was get inside effectively on hitters.
Yeah, when Tanner's at his best, he's getting that kind of movement on his fastball that will tail into the right-hand hitters.
One ball and 1 strike. Location off by 8 inches or so. About half the width of the plate, and that can be a devastating difference for a pitcher. Tanner reading the signs from Robinson Chirinos. There, he got that one.
Yeah, he don't like it in there. No. Most hitters don't. Most hitters would much rather have the ball out over the plate. There's some movement right there. That's the one he needs to feature. He was hoping he didn't make that. Would have knocked the bat right out of his hand with that swing.
A ball and 2 strikes. Tried the breaking ball, and Tanner left it up high. 2-2. And John Edwards has joined Sam Freeman at the Ranger pen. Shepard set a check of second. Got him swinging. And Puig snapping that bat over his knee.
I haven't seen that in a long time. Yeah, he used to be pretty popular for a couple of years. That's the first time I've noticed it this year.
Yeah, a little kindling for the winter.
He fires a bat down the tunnel, fires his helmet down the tunnel. He's not having a good day so far.
Nothing fancy about that.
Don't try this at home.
Yeah, please.
Unless you want a severe bruise to the leg.
No, that is out number 2. Adrian Gonzalez up there now, and he represents the tying run. Going the other way with a tailing fastball, and it's out of play. A little surprised that Sam Freeman isn't in the game to face Gonzalez, although Gonzalez pretty good against left-handed pitching.
He's just a good hitter all the way around.
Yeah, he is. Got Callaspo at second. Jock Peterson at first. He popped it up.
Staying here.
Chirinos coming back. The wind is going to push that back into the 5th row.
Yep. When they get up high, the wind's going to push them in that direction.
Yasiel Puig. A little frustration. Take that out.
Brought down something with it.
Yeah, that's not good for those fluorescent tubing little lights.
He's got the bat boy watching him.
They don't react too well to wood or things thrown at him.
Justin Turner's watching him. Yeah, he wasn't down in the tunnel.
Making sure none of that comes his way. 0-2 the count to Adrian Gonzalez. Another pop foul back behind home plate. The Tanner's been forced to work a little overtime here in the 8th inning. Gave up the leadoff home run on the first pitch of the inning to Yasmani Grandal. Our Echo pitch tracker showing you the location of the 3 pitches now that he has thrown to Adrian Gonzalez. Tried to sneak the fastball by him, and Gonzalez still reasonably quick with that stroke. After the home run, Jimmy Rollins flied out to left. Don Mattingly then saw his number 9 hitter, Alberto Callaspo, walk before Jock Peterson singled. The strikeout of Puig. And we've got 2 outs, 2 on, and 0-2 the count to Adrian Gonzalez. Breaking ball popped up. This one looks like it's going to stay in play. Chirinos calls off Rollins and Chirinos, and Tanner Shepard avoids any further damage. The Dodgers get a run on 2 hits with Strand 2 after 7.5. Rangers by 3.
Rangers on top of the Dodgers by a score of 4-1. This the opening game of a 2 or 4 game series. I can't exactly figure out what this is. 4 game home and home, 2 at here. So game 2 tomorrow. We close it out, I guess. 7 o'clock here on Fox Sports Southwest. Adrian Gonzalez and Mitch Moreland, a couple of the hot hitting principals in this one. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. right here on Fox Sports Southwest. Thanks to AT&T Uverse, but still confused on this whole thing, guys. Is it a 4-game series split, or is it just a 2-game series here and then a 2-game series in LA? Please help me.
Yeah, we're calling it a 4-game series.
Okay, I trust you guys, especially when it comes to baseball. Outside of that, I'm not sure, but baseball,
okay,
I trust you guys.
Enough. Well, let's put it this way. In the pregame show, we showed the 4 pitching matchups. So we did string it all together.
All right, I'm riding with you. 4-game series, fellas.
Prince Fielder, an RBI single his last time to the plate. And the big one, it got the Rangers going. He now has 45 runs driven in this year, facing Yimi Garcia.
The Rangers got 3 big hits in that inning with men in scoring position: Fielder, Moreland, and Odor.
The 1-1 that hangs outside. 2 balls and a strike. Now Prince now a .343 average, right where he began things tonight. He's also scored a run this evening. And he skies this one to center field. Wind will push this back toward second base as Jock Peterson tracks it down. That is out number 1. Next will be Mitch Moreland. So Garcia has retired all 4 Rangers that he has faced. Pitch coming to the plate. Mike Prince before him is 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Mitch a .309 average. Garcia tried to backdoor the breaking ball and missed. And Sean Tollison, the unnamed guy that pitches late in the ball game. I shouldn't say unnamed. We know it's Sean Tollison.
Unrolled.
Howie Kendrick floating down the line in right field makes the grab. That is out number 2.
Well, since Sean got his first save, I think he's the only one that's had a save opportunity.
Yes.
So we're leaning toward calling him.
Well, no, I take it back. He's the only one who's had one in the 9th inning.
The 9th inning.
Yeah, had a blown save in the 8th inning a couple of times.
Yeah.
Not Sean.
Yeah, and whoever was pitching in the 8th wouldn't have been pitching in the 9th, probably.
Elvis Andrus 0 for 2, but he had a big sacrifice bunt that set up the 2-run Rougned Odor single in the 6th inning. Elvis now, that was his 6th sacrifice bunt. He hammers this one high and deep to left center field. Ethier, though, into the alley. Peterson comes in front of him.
Oh, Peterson trying to catch everything.
And Ethier saying, what in the world was that just zipped by me? Well, Rangers gone in order. And we'll go to the 9th inning. And it's going to be Sean Tollison time with the Rangers leading 4-1. July 10th, the University Day ticket in includes exciting Ranger baseball and a Texas Rangers cap in your school colors. The first 1,000 fans at the ballpark who purchase an OSU University Day ticket receive a special OSU-themed Rangers cap. Visit TexasRangers.com/UDays to get your tickets and see a lineup of all University Days this season. David Hockemeyer, one of our great camera people, is an OSU alum. Sean Tollison, a Baylor alum, is out there to try and close this ball game out. Tollison 8 for 8 in save opportunities. And he is facing Howie Kendrick to begin things. And this is high for ball one. Kendrick 1 for 3 tonight. Had an infield single his last time up. Sean Tollison got his first loss of the year in yesterday's ball game. There's a strike here. Sean came into the ball game with the Twins in a 3-3 tie in that ninth inning. Gave up the go-ahead run for Minnesota. ERA at 2.76. And this is 9th save opportunity. But he's not the closer. 1-2 to Kendrick. Howie Kendrick, the former Los Angeles Angel, fouls that back. Now some defensive changes for the Rangers. Jake Smolinski has come into the game to take over in left field for Joey Gallo, with Gallo moving into play third, and moving from third over to second base. We have Hanser Alberto. Here's Hanser. Base hit to center. Tollison with an off-speed pitch, kind of hang up there, and Howie Kendrick with his second hit of the night, a leadoff single here in the ninth inning.
Never really brought that curveball down to a little bit below the knees. Stayed right above the knees. Kendrick's a good hitter. He'll take advantage of those pitches that stay up like that. He'll pull the breaking ball and he'll line the fastball to right field just like a left-hand hitter.
So 1 on, nobody out, and Justin Turner, who's had a good night, 2 for 3, steps to the plate. And he's going after it from the minute he walks out of the on-deck circle. 0-1 after the foul ball. Just a quick note on that Kendrick base hit. He's now 3 for 3 against Sean Tollison in previous matchups. At first, Rangers leading by 3. 1 ball and 1 strike. You notice in the game yesterday, Sean had a little trouble getting the ball down when he wanted to. He's leaving a lot of fastballs up. Trying to make the adjustment here tonight. Get that pitch down where he'd like for it to be. It's a fly ball to left. Smolinski back near the track, able to stop and make the catch for out number 1. Back to first goes Kendrick.
Helped him out a little bit there. Might have been a little bit high. Top of the strike zone, maybe.
That was 1 out. Andre Ethier coming up. Let's send it over to John Radigan for a preview of Rangers Live.
Yeah, hanging over here at the Captain Morgan Club with Mark McLemore and Pudge Rodriguez, and we are getting ready for Rangers Live. A complete post-game wrap-up of this one comes your way immediately following it. We'll hear from some of the players, the principals in this one. We'll hear from the manager, Jeff Bannister. It's all coming up live from here in the Captain Morgan Club. Me, Mac, Pudge, Buzz and Tom will join us. Emily will get the interviews. It's Rangers Live right after the game, guys.
All right, John, thank you. 1 on, 1 out. Andre Ethier has grounded into 2 double plays tonight. Can he go for the hat trick? Sean Tollison going to try it. Ethier twice has grounded to Elvis Andrus with the runner on first and 1 out. And both times Elvis has started the twin killing. Rangers at double play depth instead of Rougned Odor at second. Now Hanser Alberto is over there. Ethier with an 0 for 3. Currently hitting at 287. And that pitch fouled out of play. It's 0-2. We talk quite often about Sean Tolleson and the development of that changeup as a weapon against left-handers in particular. Now pitching against his former team, Tolleson with the Dodgers when the Rangers got him in the winter. Comes up and in. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. But when he was with the Dodgers, he didn't have this changeup. And he was just figuring out what he needed to do to pitch at the major league level. Rangers got him, and he has developed a dandy off-speed pitch to go along with his curveball and a very good fastball. Tried to come back in again and just missed. 2-2. 32,248, and most of them became umpires looking at this pitch.
Borderline. That's the one you hope he swings at it, because he's going to get jammed if he does.
Now the 2-2. The bat goes flying. The pitch is swung on and missed. Ethier is out. His bat is gone. And there are 2 outs.
That's the changeup you're talking about, buzzing. I would say that was a very successful, effective curveball. Changeup.
Unfortunately, nobody got hurt.
Watch how much he's fooled by this pitch.
Boy.
Well, that ball curled all the way around that guy.
It did.
And landed right in his lap.
It's perfect.
Boy, no pain, and you got the bat.
Yasmani Grandal now taking strike 1 as Howie Kendrick moves into second base on defensive indifference. Grandal with his 8th home run of the year last time up. That one to dead center field off of Tanner Shepard. And the thing you like about this matchup, worst case scenario, he's not the tying run at home plate. And Sean Tolleson going to try and go right after him. One ball and 1 strike. Tolleson reading the signs. Rangers shift it around to the right on the infield. Not an extreme overshift. 2 balls and a strike. Grandal holding that bat up. Now he is ready as Tolleson sets. Ground ball. Alberto flags it down. Long throw, got him at first, and that is a winner. Sean Tolleson 9 for 9 in save opportunities. The Rangers starters now have extended their quality start streak. They are now going for number 12 tomorrow. That is their 11th consecutive quality start, and that sets a new Ranger franchise record as Jeff Bannister's club defeats the Los Angeles Dodgers by a 4-1 count. And Yovani Gallardo evens his record at 6-6. He's now tied to the team lead there, and an all-around good team effort tonight. So, Rangers win it 4-1, the first of 2 here with the Dodgers. We'll be back to wrap things up for you from Globe Life Park right after this.